Hey everybody, Daniel from Spacedock here, and I want to briefly talk about something that was touched on with the Mandalorian panel at Star Wars Celebration, and that is the hero ship of the upcoming show, which is called the Razor Crest. Now, for various reasons, I want to give massive kudos to the art design here on this show. First of all, they're doing all of the ship shots for this vessel with practical models in the style of the original trilogy. They've built various models of this ship and motion arrays against star fields with independent lighting and LED engines and all that, and it's going to look like the model shots of Luke's X-Wing, etc. in the original trilogy. Brilliant idea. It'll nail down that classic OT Star Wars grounded feel perfectly. I'm very excited to see it in the final product, and I hope we get some awesome chase sequences and action with this ship. Secondly, I want to point out that whoever did the design for this ship clearly did their research on Legends Mandalorian stuff, because this looks immediately like a Mandalorian ship. We hear that it's a military surplus gunship. I don't know whether they're going to confirm that it was designed on Mandalore or if it's surplus from the Mandalorian military or something like that, but these big cylindrical drum engines are seen on almost all of the classic Mandalorian designs. The Hell's Anvil from Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Montros's ship, has those large cylindrical engines on the end of big pontoons. Jasta's Legacy, which was Jango Fett's ship before he got Slave One, which is also from Star Wars Bounty Hunter, that also has big drum engines and originally belonged to Jasta Mareel, who was a Mandalorian. This ship also, in its main fuselage and body, has a lot in common with the D5 Mantis, the Mandalorian gunship from Star Wars The Old Republic. And this has enough similarities for me to be entirely certain that they researched these ships when designing this. They went into their Mandalorian backstory stuff, they found classic legend sources, and they drew from them to design this ship. And it looks great. They haven't missed a beat. This is clearly a Mandalorian gunship. I'm excited to see the interior design for it. I'm thrilled that they're doing live-action model work. I can't quite guess as to the armament. I don't know if it's just got those big forward cannons on either side of the canopy at the front. Mandalorian ships tend to have a lot of secret hidden stuff that folds out from compartments, so really this could be armed to the teeth for all I know. I'd think, based on the scale, that cockpit is probably two across chairs, a pilot and co-pilot, with a bit of standing space behind it, a la Serenity, etc. There's at least a couple of decks there because we can see the top end of the door from the folded out ramp on the practical studio model. This is good hero ship size. It'll probably be maneuverable. It won't give the hero characters too much of an advantage. They'll still be the underdogs against the Empire and stuff like that. It seems like it's old, it's endearing. This is the kind of ship where you can tell that this is going to be a fan favorite when it comes out. This is a ship that's going to stick with people and be remembered for a long time because they went to the effort to really make this a purified Mandalorian ship with all the right design influences. This gives me the same vibes that I got from Solo that indicated that they were respecting Legends and they were drawing from classic EU Star Wars stuff. Solo at many points felt like a Star Wars Legends novel turned into a film, which I loved. It was very nostalgic, and it had that great expanded universe vibe where it felt like part of a larger world, and that's exactly what's happened here. Even if the Old Republic etc. isn't canon anymore in this new timeline, I can still see the design influences on this ship, and I'm really happy to see it. The Mandalorian looks great. I love Pedro Pascal. I'm super glad that Dave Filoni is involved because he's basically the second coming of George Lucas. He's clearly got a massive adoration and respect for the franchise. Everything he's done with Clone Wars and Rebels has been fantastic. I'm thrilled that he's got a live action project now. Everything I've seen here gives me a lot of confidence for the Mandalorian, and this is a fantastic ship design. Just a quick one there. Wanted to make sure that my thoughts were public about this ship, and I really can't wait to see more. Thank you all for listening. This is Daniel from Spacedock, signing off. Thank you for watching Spacedock. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please do check out the links on the screen right now or in the description below for our Patreon and channel membership services. Anything you can pledge goes towards improving our team and our equipment and allowing us to put together bigger and more exciting video projects for you guys on the channel.